What do y'all think about this take?
I'm gonna start this off by saying real niggas don't fuck bitches with other niggas in the room. Real straight niggas don't do that. Okay? Real men don't do that. Secondly, if you and your nigga and a bitch all in one fucking room and everybody is being sexual, or everybody in the room right now is getting something sexually done to them, like example, your man's is getting his dick sucked, you're hitting it from the back, that is a fucking threesome. That is not a train. A train is when she is in the room, you exit, and another man enters afterwards. That's a train. But if all three of you collectively, whether you and the other man are not touching or not, okay, are actively having sex all in the same room, she's giving you oral sex and he's hitting it from the back, that is a fucking threesome. I said what I said. It's simple. It's fucking simple.
It's simple. It's fucking simple, honey. Now, I know this ain't no new conversation, but I'm just curious because it's new for me to ask it. This is the first time that I didn't ask y'all this question. In the chat, in the comments, what do you think about that? What do you think about the idea of group interactions, group play? What do y'all think about group play? Do y'all think that there has to be some sort of queerness on the part of the people participating, especially depending on the gender dynamics in the group play? Do y'all think that it makes someone less straight if they're playing in a session with someone of the same gender or sex? I thought about it. I've been thinking about it today. What do y'all think? Do y'all think that makes somebody gay? Do y'all think that if God, and the question goes the same for women as well. You know, if you had multiple women in the situation, you know, and they training out a guy, you know what I mean? They choo-chooing a guy, you know, does that make them Lebanese? Does that make them lesbianism? Honey baby, let me know what you think. For me personally, I thought about it, honey. You know, baby, I'm as queer as a $3 bill. Well, if you didn't know, now you know. Very queer. You know, my sexual, I don't date straight people. The only person I could date, the only demographic or gender that I could date, and I'd feel comfortable with them identifying as straight, would be a binary transgender man. A transgender man. If I dated a trans man who identified as straight, that would make sense. Because regardless of how you look at it, regardless of whether you look at it biologically or regardless of whether you look at it socially, we would be a heterosexual relationship. We would be straight. But baby, if you identifying as straight, honey, and you know, you got meat and all you like to do is swallow, you know, you going through a time of swallowing, you know, and things like that, whether you swallowing up top or down bottom, you know, whether you swallowing from the rooter or the tutor, you know what I mean, honey, and you calling yourself straight, honey, I'm going to low-key laugh at you behind your back. You know, I can't take them children serious. And if I like you, then I'm going to have that conversation with you, and depending on how you respond to the conversation is going to determine whether I still like you or not. Me personality that. But long story short, because we're getting off topic, long story short, yeah, I think it is a bit queer. But of course, like I've done group play a couple times in my life, and it has been me and two other people. One was a gay couple, a gay male couple. Yes, beautiful times. And the other was just me, one of my trans friends who had a crush on me, and you know, some random piece of trade. Baby, honey, things were done. Things were done. But what do you think? What do you think? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the comments. Yeah. Michelle responded to the Nick Cannon lemon pepper wing story. Michelle says, "OMG, I feel like I heard that Nick Cannon was doing this on the Read podcast. I just think Nick Cannon's life ethos, babies, is wild." Nick Cannon is a wild boy, honey. I feel it makes sense that him and Lemmy Pepper will get along. Not only do they favor and look like they come from the same tribe, but they both give me the same ordeal. They both give me like the geeky guy that knows that they would never have girls or never have the girls that they have access to had they not fame and or money. So it makes sense to me. Michelle says no, but that three-way rather than train definition makes sense. I do think the straight men need to not be directly turned off by another guy there. Gay, ? I don't know. Not straight, ? Maybe. Interesting, Michelle. I would say that in a case where a man would prefer to interact when another man is in the room, if a man would prefer to interact when there's another phallus in the room, if that turns him on more. Same for a woman. If a woman is more turned on when there's another vag in the room, if a woman pursues situations for another vag to be in the room, I definitely think that there's some queerness to that, because it's, it's linked directly to attraction and arousal.